Hello, everybody. This is John Turner-McClelland with Cooper Mac Realty Group. We are here today with Heather McCullough of Treat Yo Self Frozen Yogurt. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Great. So finally got you on here. We know we had some scheduling conflicts, pandemic related going on, and I'm glad you're here today finally.
Yeah, me too.
Talk about yourself and about Treat Yourself. So let's talk a little bit about your business. Why did you open a frozen yogurt business?
You know what? It was not a lifelong plan or goal. It just one foot in front of another is kind of how it developed and happened. And I graduated from Plano East. So we're in walking distance from Plano East. And this corner just, I felt needed something for students and parents waiting on their kids at dance or Taekwondo or all the different activities that are on this corner. And the idea of frozen yogurt came to mind, and it was, again, one foot in front of another, and then bam, here we are.
Cool. Yeah, and those, obviously frozen yogurt was a popular choice among people opening a business
Yeah.
for the last several years. So seeing a new one is kind of different. Obviously, you've only been open for about a year and a half, right?
Yeah, so we opened February 29th, so on a leap year, and 18 days before all the pandemic shut down. So we couldn't have planned it better of when we opened. But yeah, we've just been open just about a year and a half, and it's been drastically different this year than last year. So that's positive for us.
Yeah. Were you able to open right away during the last year?
Yeah.
Well,
So
you had a few weeks to be open, and then I guess had to close briefly.
Yep. So we had some killer 18 days. The community was out and we were loving meeting everybody. And then the pandemic happened. And with restaurants, everything went to go only. And so we just opted to kind of close the doors for a bit because we're frozen yogurt and we didn't want our first experience or people's first experience being to go only. And if that didn't go well or their yogurt got there melted or whatever. So we opted not to do to go only at first. And then we came back on about 35-ish days later. So we're on the May 1st reopenings. And then we've been rocking and rolling since then.
Cool. Yeah, I had the same business plan as you did, becoming a real estate agent right before a pandemic. So it was not planned at all. I was in another career for almost 20 years and quit my job about the week before you open.
It definitely makes you question like all your choices.
Yeah, it did, because I had after doing a week of training with my broker at the time, had a week to go out and about in the field. And then that Friday, they shut us down. That like March 13th or so, whenever it was.
You have to learn to adapt real quick for sure with all those.
Yeah. Like I was getting ready to be working from home for the first time, but not that immediately. All right. So you were talking about getting involved with the neighborhood. You're an East Plano native. How long have you, well, I guess you've lived here your whole life, right?
I have. I grew up in Plano. I went to Plano, graduated from Plano East. My family still lives in the area. My kids are going to go to Plano East. So I haven't ventured far at all, but running a frozen yogurt shop or a restaurant for any matter was never in my background. So that was definitely a new adventure for me, and then add the pandemic on top of it. So yes, been in the area pretty much my whole life. So chose to open up a business in this area and be netted in this community. So
Cool. So you're talking about your community involvement with all the kids that need something to do, obviously, before they're doing their other stuff.
yeah.
I've seen you have, spirit days and you're supporting different groups. Do you have anything coming up that you want to?
Yeah, today we actually have, yesterday we had our Plano East cheerleaders day. And then today we have our Golden Girls. So community outreach wise, we've been involved in some events for Hope Squad, which is a organization in our schools focused on mental health and suicide prevention. And so we hosted last fall an event for them. And then we do spirit nights for any nonprofit organization. So it doesn't have to just be a school. We've done different organizations that anybody that's nonprofit, we, donate a portion of our proceeds from the day to them. And can't think of anything else. I think those are the main things. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a platform of what we wanted Treat Yourself to be, was a place for people to come and feel warm and welcomed and comfortable to hang out, all the way from Plano East students to young kids to adults. And the other pillar of that plan was to be involved in the community and giving back and helping where we could.
And so I have not asked this question of anyone in a while, because a lot of people that I've actually been interviewing don't actually live in Plano, even though they have Plano businesses.
Yeah.
What do you like doing in Plano when you're not running your business?
We're really busy right now with kids activities. So I have one kid that's in baseball, and my daughter's in band, and an organization in school that's called Dolls. And so she stays busy with those activities. And then as a family, we like to utilize the bike trails a lot. So Oak Point is one of our go-tos, and just kind of whatever activities are around. If there's any, weekend activities that the city has, we like to go and be involved in those kinds of things too.
Heather, it was great having you this morning. I want to get you back started opening up your shop.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thanks again, everyone watching. Thank you for watching again. This is John Turner-McClelland with Cooper Mac Realty Group. Everyone have a great day.